Am I in the... Oh my... Can I get your autograph, please?
Your college apartment isn't meant to be the nicest or fanciest place in the world. I mean, after all, you're in college. But somehow I always found myself managing to get the short end of the stick when it came to finding apartments. Today, I'm going to be sharing a behind the scenes look of my college apartment experience from the time I was in the dorms as a freshman all the way to my time as a senior where I was living in a 10 by 10 cube with a queen-sized bed. Yeah, that probably wasn't a good decision. Anyway, while I never had the best luck finding apartments in college, what really made my apartment experience special was the people that I shared it with, my teammates, all while our house flooded with sewage. In addition to sharing some of my Berkeley horror stories, I'm also going to be giving you guys a tour of some of my teammates' a little bit cooler apartments, to say the least. I'll also be breaking down the pros and the cons of living in each of the houses and sharing with you what the rent was like in each of them. And I'll also be giving each of the apartments a final rating. So with that, let's jump right into my freshman year at Cal in the dorms. So I arrived to Berkeley in the fall of 2018 and they put us up in the brand new Blackwell Hall dorms. While it was super nice and clean in the brand new dorms, they had a mini movie theater, a gym, the works. It didn't take long for the whole place to get very dirty. As far as my room goes though, I split it with my teammate and roommate, Daniel. And we had a pretty cool setup. We each had twin XL beds, but that was not enough to prevent my feet from hanging off the bed every single night. The highlight of the dorms was waking up to 5:30 a.m. alarms for morning swim practice that pissed off all of our NARP neighbors and microwave oatmeal. All in all, the dorms were a pretty great experience. I don't really know what the rent technically was because it was technically included in the housing and the room and board piece, but I would say Blackwell Hall got a solid 7 out of 10 from me. My sophomore year, I moved in with my teammates Chris Jong and Reese Whitley, and we moved into the swim house, which was a triplex, and we got the bottom unit. The house was called the Yellow House, and while it wasn't the best taken care of property, it definitely had a lot of character to it. It was definitely a cool space though. Even for being the bottom unit of the apartment, it was technically a 2-story apartment with my room being on the ground floor and my 2 roommates living upstairs. The house had a backyard that we were able to put tables in, and you were able to climb up onto the roof and you got a sweet view of the Golden Gate Bridge. So far, so good. That is until we got back from Christmas break in the Olympic Training Center and we found that our house was absolutely covered in ants. I called the landlord and asked if we could get an exterminator to come out, and he said that the exterminator came out twice a year. I called the exterminator directly and he said he hadn't visited the property in the previous 5 years. So definitely a problem there. From there, the problems continued with the washer dryer completely flooding the downstairs of our apartment unit. I asked the landlord if he would be able to fix it, and he said that it was our fault because we weren't supposed to use the washer dryer. I don't know how that works. Like, why would it be in the house then? Whatever. All of this combined with the price tag of $12.75 for my room alone, it was time for a move. Overall, I really did enjoy my time in this apartment as my roommates made it arguably one of my favorite years in college. But given everything else, I gotta give this apartment a 5 out of 10. Now that I shared with you the nightmare of an apartment that my sophomore year was, I wanted to show you what I meant by getting the short end of the stick when it came to apartments. Check out the current Cal Men's Swimming Sophomore's new house. Let's go.
What's up guys, you here for the tour?
Oh yeah, baby.
All right,
if we come in.
Yeah, no
Pleasure.
problem.
Let's go.
Come take a peek.
Are we just gonna act like we weren't just outside with you already and we saw Destin, or what? Okay, so we just walked in, like from around the corner. We're in the room we use for TV and such. Like we chill out, hang out here. In the kitchen, you know, we got our kitchen table here. This was generously left for us. I really like these cushions
Because Jack's got a sensitive butt. We got a wine fridge right here.
You guys aren't drinking wine though. I mean, this is the sophomore house.
We keep milk in there.
How many hours a week would you guys say you prepare food in here?
Pretty much 24 hours every single day, I'd say. About 24, 25 hours every day. Here, come check out our dual toilets. So there's one there and then the other there, so you can take a dump and hold hands while you're doing it. So this is Kerm's room. As you can see, we've got a bed here. It's half made. We've got my nightstand. We've got my clothing rack because I have no closet. We've got my desk where I do all of my music producing. We've got some shelves here. And then, oh, what are these? Little decoration here. I don't know what those are. This is Pat Callen's room right
right now.
Patrick Callan, he's a member of the 2021 Tokyo Olympic team.
Basic setup, desk, monitor, rack thing, plant, fan, bed, shelf, everything, man.
You got the USA flag. Why do you got the USA flag?
Because I love America.
Are you sure it's not because you were on Team USA?
I mean, I do love representing Team USA.
How many guys are sharing this toilet right now?
6, 7, I think.
4 + 2 is 6.
Yeah.
Berkeley math. Come on down this way to the end of the hall. If you look to your right, you'll see Kai Cruz's room. Kai, great guitarist, great swimmer as well, great guy. And then if you do a complete 180-degree turn over here, you have Sean Swift's room. Arguably the worst room in the house.
Sean, can you give me a rundown on the shoe collection you have here?
Shoe collection? It's not that strong right now, but here we have like the Michigan Dunks. These are the Jordan 1 Mochas.
Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, Jordan. Are you kidding me? Come on.
We're off the Trent Gillies room.
Also known as Heaven 2.
Yeah, baby. Welcome to the crib.
You actually stole my couch.
Yeah, this is from your place. The best part of the room is definitely the speakers for sure. So I got these speakers. They're from like 1970. They're my dad's speakers. So he had them in college doing basically the same thing I'm doing with them now, except they're out in California now, which is pretty cool. I love them. The other people in the house probably don't. I don't know, Jack.
I like him.
Pretty
like the
loud.
music, yeah?
Yeah,
Pretty good.
but I'm pretty sure you can hear them like next door.
You want to show me the roof?
I'm sorry, Mom. And we can like see the mountains, or like, I don't know, I call it a mountain. You get up like on the peak, you can see the Golden Gate.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Michael McGilvery.
No way. No, dude.
No, dude.
I'm still sitting at my dresser, so I've got a pile of clothes in the middle. This is my bed, my dad's guitar.
How much studying would you say you actually get done here, though?
We haven't done any school yet, so I would say quite a lot.
Yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this edition of Berkeley Cribs. Put in the comments below what your favorite room in the house is.
My junior and senior year, I lived in an apartment complex with 4 of my other Cal swimming teammates for a total of 5 guys in an apartment that was way too small for us. With 5 athletes coming home from practice all at the exact same time, starving, the kitchen got quite hectic. My room was pretty much a 10 by 10 square, and for someone my frame, 6'6", I really just didn't fit in it. With my bed and my desk taking up nearly 3/4 of my room, I struggled to find a place to just chill and roll out after a hard practice. We did have some problems over the course of our 2 years there between the kitchen sink flooding with all of the sewage from the whole apartment complex. Yeah, we found out that the whole sewer line went through our kitchen sink, and if it got backed up, it came up. And obviously the occasional argument with the homeless guy that lived across the street. But outside of that, solid apartment. With rent coming in at $1,078, I had one of the cheapest apartments on the team. Overall, I'd rate this apartment a solid 8 out of 10. After I moved out and moved to San Francisco to start my professional career, all my old roommates moved out and found new apartments. I decided to go check out my old roommate, Jason Lauser's new apartment, and let me just say, he upgraded.
Hey, what's up everybody? Rising senior Jason Lauser, Kyle Millis team. Welcome to my crib. Here you walk into the beautiful living room. Everything was given to me from Daniel Carr. Great price for the couch, great price for the rug, table, mirror, gave me everything. I lived with Kyle last 2 years with 5 people. The smallest kitchen, smallest living room you could find in Berkeley. Great rent though, we were living smart financially.
What's the rent looking like here now?
You know, he tried to bargain me up, but I told him you gotta keep it back down low, and he was down, so 15 each. Over here we got the shoe rack. So the problem I have right now is that I'm living here alone, but my roommate Liam Bell moves in for a week of classes in August, and this will be his room right here. As you can see, it's right now kind of designated as Cal Men's Swim Storage. Here we have what we consider the parking garage for our scooters. Got a little closet back here with the vacuum that, you know, we touch occasionally. We don't go too heavy on the vacuum. All right, now we're gonna move on to the kitchen. We have a full fridge, leftovers, you know, essentials only, need to go food shopping. Here we got the freezer, and if you were gonna ask me what my favorite dessert would be, it would be these bars from Costco. It's like some Korean thing. They got like a bunch of different flavors. So here we got the good old counter. We got the sink. It's giving me problems lately. Shout out to the landlord. Working on getting that fixed as soon as possible. Then we got over here, this is a cherished gift. This is the air fryer. This was either a Pac-12 or an NCAA gift. Helps you cook your chicken. Very thoughtful of them. And then you move on kind of to like the back, what one would consider a mudroom, except it has the microwave as well. You know, good placement. We also have the old air fryer. You got the bathroom. It's fairly clean, so I will show it to you guys. Only essentials, you know, shower, sink, toilet, everything does the job. Over here we have the oven. The oven's all right. It takes about 30 minutes to just get water to a boil, so that's kind of like my latest crisis. Then we kind of move over on here. We got the food pantry, you know, like random stuff that I just have to make other stuff. Here we have my bedroom. I tidied it up for you guys. Desk, dresser, nightstand, bed. Have a closet this year. Kyle knows we both did not have closets. Over here we have a national championship trophy. It's all right, you can cut that out if you want to. This is my favorite part of the house. This is my little sanctuary. It's where I plan on doing a whole bunch of homework on this nice little desk, maybe read a book. Gotten into reading recently. Something that came with the house that I should say is pretty neat is these glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. They really give me a good inside feeling, warm and fuzzy when I'm going to bed at night. That about concludes the house tour. Yeah, thanks for following along.
So as you can see, I never managed to have the coolest apartment while I was living in college, but I always made the most of it. So to recap a little, I'd say here's the order. In third place, we got my sophomore year apartment, the Yellow House. In second place, despite all the craziness and cafeteria level food, we got Blackwell Hall, the dorms. First place, gotta give it to my junior and senior year house, Channing House. I was super fortunate to be able to attend UC Berkeley and live with some of my favorite people in the planet, my teammates. I know a lot of people are gonna be outraged at the rent prices in the comments down below, so yeah, just take your stab at it. I know, it's absolutely crazy. Anyway, if you guys like content like this, make sure to throw a like on the video, and hey, maybe I'll do a tour next time of my new San Francisco apartment. And as I finish the last bit of my coffee, I'm gonna finish the video. Oh! And it fell on cue! That's a good ending.